gentlemen, we're back at it again on this NBA 2K. Oh, hold on. Let me get my mic. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we back at it again. Still trying to grind this out. We're at level 6 right now, so we're going to go ahead and try to see if we can get up there. The goal is to get to at least level 15, so let's see if we can reach that in a small amount. We're at 21, so we've been grinding a little bit. And we got 'Tis the Season next, and now we're moving up to the Dark Matters and the Galaxy Opals. So now the teams are getting better and better as we go by. So this one we have a couple of we got one Dark Matter on this one. We got another one on this one. We got another one on this one. In the lunar year, we got some Galaxy Opals and another Dark Matter. Got an all-star game, got all Dark Matters on this one. And then we also have the 100 overalls next. So the goal is to get to at least completing these and then getting to those 100 overalls. So let's go ahead and get started with 'Tis the Season. And let's get it, let's go.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. So with Williams on the bench, here's the 5 for Mike D'Antoni right now. Kyrie Irving is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Duncan, and it's George in at the 3. And for the Magic, LeBron James is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Yao. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard. And Greg, you want to talk about an epic duo? We've got that all over this game, right? LeBron James partnered with Michael Jordan. Does it get any better?
No. I mean, how about the firepower and the legacies of these two all-time greats?
What the heck?
Legendary skills at an extremely elite level. Seeing these two playing on the same team, sort of a dream come true.
You know, it seems like a dream, right? Two of the greatest players this game has ever seen, and two very different players, but so many similarities. I mean, you can go right on down the line. It's impressive any way you look at it.
No doubt. Some of the common threads between them, the mindset and that killer instinct, and not to mention the dedication to team and winning.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. Yeah. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And here is LeBron. After Paul George getting his 3 to go. Oh, trying for it. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Took him no time at all on that one.
This is why SGA is a focal point of his offense, because of that ability to score.
Here's Hardaway, and it's sent back by George.
Hey, yo, right here.
Drives to the hoop, plays it up and banks it in. George has got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Oh, what a pretty shot from Kyrie Irving. This man just has the perfect touch from any distance.
I got ball.
Hardaway against Irving. Pass to James. It's Jordan, top of the key. Cousins pulls it in. Here's Chicago. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
And Orlando making a change here. Korver's checked in. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Chicago. Davis against LeBron. Driving the lane. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Okay, King James. Look, there is no stopping LeBron when he gets on the bounce.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Iverson's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul George with the steal. And here comes the break. And Iverson throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's Jordan after the made shot from Allen Iverson. Jordan against Irving. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat.
Kemp's checked in for Orlando. And Chicago also making a switch. Jalen Williams is checked in for Paul George. Iverson against Hardaway. No good from Irving.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And it's good, 2 points. Chicago leading by 6. Iverson outside. Chicago shooting their first free throws of this. The first free throw is good. Orlando making some changes. James checked in for Young. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Hardaway.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Now, here's Jordan. It's tipped. Outside for Korver. From 17 feet out. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's Iverson. Outside for Davis. Pass to Irving. This one for 3. Rebounded by Korver.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. And Williams throws it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
The 3. And the 3 ball is good. Irving's got 6.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Right here.
Curry finds Kemp. Shoots over Cousins. And there's Sean Kemp on the assist by Curry.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Chicago leads by... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Chicago?
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
So with Williams on the bench, here's the 5 for Mike D'Antoni.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
And this is where Iverson is so terrifying, running the open floor with such ease and confidence.
Right side Curry. Back to Korver. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from the wing. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Chicago leading by 13. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That's his first foul. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Brook Lopez. And Chicago also making a switch. Duncan's checked in. Now here's Kemp. On the wing, Korver.
Curry.
On the wing, James. Defended by George. The fadeaway. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And it's Adebayo with the ball for Chicago. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Here's Iverson, and the dunk by Iverson.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Now, here's Curry. Scoreless thus far. Over Robertson. Curry, that's good. Chicago leading by 16.
Get the perimeter.
George looking over the floor. Second shot opportunity.
Hey, come around.
Iverson outside. No good on the triple. There's the lob at the Kumbo, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kemp.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Lopez, he's checked in for the Magic. Jordan comes in for Kyle Korver. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Chicago.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Robertson with the steal. And here's the fast break. Adebayo leading the way.
I love seeing Adebayo run the floor like this. Fantastic job leaking out and beating everyone to the spot.
Curry against Robertson.
Screen coming.
Here's the three. It's hauled in by George. Here's Chicago. They're on an 11-2 run. The tray. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Jordan passes to LeBron and finished off by LeBron.
This is classic LeBron leaping off the floor for a powerful dunk.
Adebayo kicks to Robertson. And it's off from three-point range. Orlando trails by 18. Curry can't get it to go. A minute 20 left in the first half. Pass to Irving. Takes a three. Hits it from three-point range. Irving's got 9.
This is Irving's mentality. He understands that he is out there to shoot and shoot often, especially off the catch.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Orlando making some changes. Yao comes in for Brook Lopez. And Hardaway is subbed in for Stephen Curry. Chicago also making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Bam Adebayo. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Robertson. Count it.
He's an explosive athlete with tremendous positional size. Hardaway has no issue mixing it up inside.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 9.
Oh, what an amazing finish there. Just fearless. And when he attacks the rim, and is as if the big fella wasn't even there.
Irving's gone 67% from the field, 4 of 6. Outside, James. Into the lane. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. He's got 6.
Good work on the block. I like when LeBron gets aggressive this close to the line.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Now here's James. 6 points for him.
Michael!
To the middle. The shot. Now can't get it to go. Outside, George. Duncan outside. Shoots the three. Good on the triple. Duncan's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
And so it's Chicago, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. Right back after this break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo out there with Yao. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Hardaway. And it's James in at the small forward position. And that one's good, Irving.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now here's Hardaway. And here is LeBron. Back to Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Yao with a screen on Irving. Hardaway for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Hardaway has got 7.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
And here is Hardaway following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. And sent back by Irving.
How about that block from Irving there, getting the timing just right on the defense.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. LeBron outside.
Hey, Matty, whoa!
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Williams.
And such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
Chicago making a switch here. Iverson's checked in. So it's Chicago now. Here's Williamson. Oh, that play right there.
Okay, that's how it's done.
Woo! Wow. Between the legs, and he dunks it home.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And when you think of LeBron, his competitive spirit is, to me, the first thing that comes to mind. All this guy wants to do is win all the time.
Iverson with the ball. Yao picks him up. The drive by Iverson. The rebound by Jordan.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Iverson with the block. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Here's Hardaway. He's got 7. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
A challenging stretch here for Orlando. And stolen by Williamson. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points. Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Jordan can't get it to go. Jordan's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. And here's Iverson outside. They get it back for 3. He's off on that one.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Down low, here's Williamson.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, that's just insane.
Woo. Goodness. I mean, we feel those science dunks shake the floor.
Now here's LeBron. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Orlando. And Chicago also making a switch. George is checked in. Hardaway against Iverson. Hardaway dishes to Jordan. They get a hand on it. Jordan against Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, now that hurts the defense there. Stylish move by SGA.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. Free throw good, LeBron. So for the Magic, Lopez, he's checked in for Yao. Kemp comes in for Michael Jordan. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Hardaway. Chicago also making some changes. Adebayo is checked in for Duncan. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Zion Williamson. And Irving subbed in for Allen Iverson. Lopez with the block.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking. Adept at using that length to alter shots.
Now George. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. And it's George finishing it off.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Outside Curry. Camp with a screen for Curry. Fires from deep. And so it's Chicago, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. They've been playing. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with George on the bench, here's the 5 for Mike D'Antoni right now. You've got Allen Iverson. Bam Adebayo is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Robertson. And it's Williams at the 3 spot.
And what you like there, Jordan never looks like he's rushing. Makes quick, solid decisions.
And here's Iverson outside. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Kicks it out to Robertson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And just able to score in so many ways. Robertson puts the defense there in an impossible situation.
And the Magic making a change here. Gay's checked in. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Curry looking around. Off target from 3-point range. Curry's gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall here. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And contact can't slow Adebayo down. He's not afraid to get physical when he's attacking.
And Kemp slams it in.
Oh, beautiful setup there. One thing you can say about Kemp, no pass is too high for him to go get.
Here's Robertson. Oh, with authority.
That is a monster finish.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Yao checked in for Kemp. James comes in for Rudy Gay. Hardaway is subbed in for Stephen Curry. Pass to Yao. And Adebayo sends it back.
And got to be careful shooting around Adebayo. An athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
Watch Hardaway at the arc.
Antetokounmpo up top. It's stolen by Davis. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Chicago.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Iverson passes to Williams. Hangs in midair and converts on the...
All right, guys, chat. I'll be right back. Be right back. Be right back. Hey, chat. I'm going to be pausing the stream for a couple of minutes. I'm about to go eat real quick. I'll be right back. Stay tuned, okay? Stay tuned. All right, chat. We are back in action. After that good food from Cracker Barrels, we good, brother.
Double clutch layup.
No questioning Iverson's skill for moving the ball. A guy this open is an easy dime for him.
LeBron outside.
Oh, shoot.
The arc. And it's
All right, I got it.
with the rebound.
Let's go, Big O.
Now Robertson.
That doesn't go
On
in.
the shot.
Yao Ming was in there.
Hooked away.
Good defense. Slow down.
Up top, Adebayo. He's defended.
That was kind of slow the way he crossed over.
And you could tell he thought that
Good defense.
was going to fall.
All right, slow it down. Let's get a goodbye. Hello. Get out of my paint.
Fair. Adebayo using his athleticism to give this crowd something to remember.
Ooh, he got me there. Okay, Mike. I see you.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Here's Iverson. The kick out to Williams.
Fake. No.
Iverson lets it go with a three. Rebound by Yao.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Hardaway dishes to James.
I don't think.
Over Iverson.
Oh, dang. He got it.
Yao.
No.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And this is where the size of Ming is just too much. I have to foul him when he's that close.
And the first one drops. So Chicago ends up going with the new group.
Going with the starters.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
So let's get it.
1:09 left in the fourth. Outside, George. The shake.
Hey!
George with the finish.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
James kicks to Yao.
Oh, no, you don't.
Coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That
Two people are in the paint, sir. Don't do that
free
again.
throw is good.
Ever.
And, you know, he's such a huge figure.
I don't care how
from a
tall
cultural
you are.
Standpoint, Yao is also someone teammates love playing with because of that easygoing personality.
Grenade.
Couldn't hit them all, and they need every point they can get.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And they put this
Wow. All right. We dunking on people?
On that
Say
He
less.
does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. George passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Irving.
Whew.
Pass to George. The three ball.
That was a nice pass, but I sold that.
And George gets the whistle that time.
Come on now,
That's his
dog.
third foul so far. Bonus situation. in
Come
effect, so
on,
likely
man.
the line for two. And he makes the first. So he gets them both. Here's Irving. Driving inside.
Get out the way.
And then Irving slams it in.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, an enemy.
All right, so that's the first game. We're going to probably, get into another one, so. Ready to go to the season pack and some MT. All right, any challenges we got to do? Okay. Quick open these. Okay. All right. Let's do another one. Winter Festival, let's go.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Ali LaForce will be with us courtside. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. They've got Johnson, and it's Marion in at the 3, the small forward. And for Chicago, they've got Kyrie Irving. He's out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. DeMarcus Cousins is out there with Paul George. And it's Duncan in at the 4. Now here's Irving. And there's the
Hello.
drive. And the finish by Irving.
A magician with the ball. Irving can get to anywhere he wants and finish with either hand.
Pretty much.
Over to the left wing.
If that was like a up and under, that would be
From outside,
nasty.
off the mark.
Not gonna lie.
Now here's
Oh my
George.
gosh, that
He's covered
drag.
closely.
I like that. Out my way.
George with the jam.
He's not
There you
gonna
go,
take it easy when he
PG-13.
gets to the bucket. George will hammer it home.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Johnson. Pass to Pettit.
Once I learned how to meter dunk, I think the game just
Here's
changed.
Robertson. And the shot is good. Dropping it
got
off the
that.
front of the rim.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways.
Different time.
Irving for 3.
Oh, come on. That's
And it's
me.
Ewing with a rebound. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And the foul on DeMarcus Cousins.
We got to get that ball,
That's
bro.
his
Get
first
that ball
foul.
out of his hands.
From 15
No.
feet away. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Now here's George. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Irving
Grenade.
for 3. And
Yes,
that
sir.
comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Irving's got 5.
A huge part of Kyrie's game. He's so good at capitalizing from outside.
That screen don't mean nothing.
Here's Pettit.
No, Bob. No, Bob. No, Bob. We own that, Bob. Get that out of here. Not gonna underestimate me, brother.
Here in the first
Yo,
quarter with about 2 minutes
I
gone
thought that
by.
was gonna be on
A
his
nice shot by
forehead.
Duncan.
I guess
The
not.
guard instincts of
It's a
Gilgeous-Alexander.
good
I
lay.
mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Ah,
Buries it from 3.
dang it. I hate it when 2K
They
it
wanna
does
get
that
him
every single
going as
time I
soon as
reach.
possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early...
Stop, 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 stop.
Now here's Irving. He's got 5.
That's not green.
Another 3 for
But it goes
Chicago.
in.
A
Why?
fierce competitor. Kyrie wanting to answer with a 3 of his own.
Oh,
Give me
they get
that,
a hand
boy.
on it.
What?
Pass to Robertson.
No,
Here's Ewing.
no, 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 no. Not this time.
Here's
Not this
Robertson.
time. Oh, no, you
5
don't.
points in the game.
Screens don't mean nothing.
Over Irving.
Absolutely nothing.
Counted
Oh, my
from
gosh.
19 feet away. Chicago leading by 5.
Right there.
Outside Irving. Lets a 3
In his
fly.
face. Bang.
Another 3 for Chicago.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Timeout.
whoa.
Sacramento.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Chicago. Jalen Williams.
Yeah, we had to
comes
put
in for
SGA
George.
on Big O.
From deep, Johnson.
Can't be leaving. What are we doing?
Those go down for him in his sleep.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
And
So
one.
it'll be
I
2 free
guess
throws. He
not.
was fouled in the act of shooting.
And with all the insane shots
Come
Kyrie
on.
can hit,
12.
he might be the last guy in the league you want to D up.
That's not a
Both free
green,
throws
but it
good
went
for
in.
Irving.
I'm
Whatever.
sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has
All right,
to be
13
a-
points. Let's not reach too much. Just play
Here's
defense.
West. He's guarded by Irving.
Play some good defense
Here's
here.
Robertson.
Nope.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's gonna go
I don't
on
like
Shai
that animation.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Everyone
like
in the
that
building saw
animation.
the obvious contact.
I don't like that
He's
animation.
perfect from the line this time.
Where it switches hands and then they call it a foul. I don't like that.
There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter.
Lay him.
That's
Yeah,
good.
we got to lay him that time.
Irving's got 15
Got to let him know.
points.
This is Irving.
Oh, great concentration from Irving. He's focused on the rim, not the contact.
Oh, shoot. He's driving to the right.
Pass to Wallace.
Wallace ain't shooting no threes. Maybe Oscar. Don't know.
Defending.
All right. Slow it down.
51 seconds left to play in the first.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Jab.
Outside, Williams.
Step back.
Let's go with a three.
Nope, 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 nope.
Rebound by Sacramento.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Ewing, no good.
They rushed. They rushed at that. That's what we don't want to do.
Now Irving.
Go for this
He's got
ISO.
15.
What am I
Kick
doing?
out to Williams.
I gotta stop doing that. Stop hesitating to go
Back to
up. I'm
Irving.
trying to do that. Trying to do the meter dunk.
The
See,
shake.
that
Pass to
didn't
Davis.
allow me to do the meter dunk.
Williams from long range.
Nope. Nope.
Rebounded by
We sold
West.
there.
For three.
No.
He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Chicago?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the
Oh my
ball
goodness.
and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Taking a look at the Kings. We've got
Hello.
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, this
Right by
is the
7.
way they played, and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Pass to Rodman. Back to Wallace.
Right here.
Here's Marion.
Nope. Good
Adebayo with
defense.
the rejection.
Oh, gotta be cautious when Adebayo is in the area, showing once again that he's a legitimate shot blocking threat.
Whew.
And they pick
What a
up
layup
two.
by George.
George has gotten his second bucket of the game.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut.
Here's West.
Good
Goes
defense.
careening off the glass.
All right, slow it down. Slow it down.
George with it.
On his forehead? Nope.
Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to West. Davis against Adebayo. Here's West. From outside the arc.
Nope.
And another miss by Sacramento.
Take our time.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Beyond the arc.
Grenade.
Counted from distance.
26 to
Iverson's got
14.
5 points in the quarter.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Timeout.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Bring out Jalen Williams for a little bit.
And so here's Sacramento.
Just for a little bit.
Down by 12 to end the run.
Dang it.
That one's
He's
good.
too quick.
Terrific ball
right,
movement
10.
leading to the basket. You love to see it.
So slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down.
Here's Iverson. He's got 5.
Okay.
Out left to the wing. Duncan.
Nope.
No good on the 3.
I mistimed that.
Sacramento trails by 10. Here's Rodman.
Are you serious?
Oh, he misses the dunk. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way
Thank you.
through contact.
A multiple-time All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game stand?
What a
catches
layup,
your eye
but you
tonight?
have to hit
Brian, I'd
those.
say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can
Grenade.
rebound,
Bang.
defend, pass,
All right.
score. This guy does it all.
And by all accounts, a great
back.
teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
Nope.
Now here's
Nope.
Johnson.
Nope.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
Absolutely not.
And another
Thank
miss
you.
by Sacramento. Chicago leading by 15.
Spin move.
Pass to Adebayo.
Bam to bam. On your forehead.
Adebayo slams it in.
With a windmill jam. It's getting windy out here.
Adebayo knew he had a chance to do something special.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Here's West. Deflected.
Good defense. Slow it down.
And here's George.
Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. On his forehead?
Almost
Nope.
4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play.
Nope,
Gets
I
to
didn't
the
get that
rim
on his
for
forehead.
two with the D all over him.
But I'll take
And
it.
it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example.
16 to 35.
And then
Let's bring Curry back in. And let me get my boy Big
Jalen
O.
Williams, he's checked in for Chicago.
Give Iverson a little
1:21
bit
left
of
to
a
play in the
rest.
second quarter. Over to the wing.
No. Stay on your feet.
Here's Robertson. 9 points in the game and out of bounds.
Yep.
It'll be Chicago
Good defense,
ball.
Iverson.
Sacramento
Good
making a
defense,
change
AI.
here.
The answer. Alright. Let's go, Irving. Let's cook.
19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. Drives to the hoop.
Hello.
Finish by Irving.
Irving normally doesn't do that.
You can see the offense
But he,
is on fire.
hey, this one does. This one does.
Timeout called. Sacramento.
Everything is 99. Whether it's an invincible or a GOAT, everything is 99.
55 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball.
It's gonna come over.
Those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive
Grenade.
vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that
Oh,
really
come on.
match up well
What?
with their personnel.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Robertson.
Hey, you ain't wide open. You ain't wide open. You ain't wide open. Get out of there.
It goes on
You
Kyrie
ain't no wide
Irving.
open, brother.
And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here. Both good from the line that time.
Let's go, Irving.
Chicago leading by 20. Outside Irving. On the
Hello.
take. Finish by
Mm.
Irving.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, slowing down Irving is a team effort. And to this point, they're failing to
shoot.
slow his roll.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there.
Why are we fouling,
Misses the
Irvin?
shot, but he'll shoot two.
Why are we
Sacramento
fouling?
shooting their fifth and sixth free throw attempts tonight. And he knocks down
Why
the
are we
first one.
fouling, bro?
And so he hits both. 16 seconds left in the half.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but
Nope, that's off.
Look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
A good look from
That's
Johnson.
in.
And the baseline jumper goes down.
I mean, nobody else was guarding Big O. What I was supposed to
Well
do?
orchestrated, and then the
I don't know
pass
if I
is
should try
right on
this.
the money.
Irving for three.
Grenade? No.
Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't
not a
fall
green.
for him. And so it's Chicago, a sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's
He's
DeMarcus
not
Cousins,
the only
and
problem.
there's Paul George, and it's Duncan in at the power forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Mike D'Antoni. Here's Johnson. Chicago making their last shot. Good on the bucket. 7 points in the game.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away.
Just don't matter.
That's going to collapse
It don't
the
matter.
defense and create other opportunities.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it certainly works to disrupt the offense.
How was that a foul?
What?
I'm trying to call him that, dog. How was that a foul?
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
You gotta be kidding me right now.
Every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
One shot.
Can you hurry up and pass him the ball? For crying out loud.
About a minute played here in the second half. Irving looking around.
Nobody does.
And Irving powers it home.
To answer your question.
Who's
got Kyrie? Shut up.
Sacramento trails by 18. Pass to Robertson. Here's Pettit. Driving to the basket. And Robertson gets it to go. Robertson's got 20.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Hello.
Rim wrecker by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's creativity. Gilgeous-Alexander continues to amaze.
Here's Johnson. Drops it in from 14
I hate it
away.
when 2K doesn't allow me to get that block.
Well, offensively,
I
he's
hate it
doing
when
his
that
best
happens.
to keep them in this game. They need someone else to step up as well.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Pass to Pettit. Inside. Here's Robertson.
Nope.
And it's Irving with a rebound.
Get him,
Chicago
Paul
leading
George.
by 18. George for 3.
Nope, that's off, that's off, that's off.
Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's
Sorry,
Johnson
SGA.
with it.
Give me that.
He brings it up for Sacramento. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And Johnson picks him up defensively.
Grenade. Hi-ya.
Gilgeous-Alexander gets a 3. 7.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter.
Thank you.
SGA
Oh,
is
come
lethal.
on. Okay, there we go.
Irving for 3.
Grenade.
Another 3 for Chicago.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
I thought that was a block.
Plus
That's
the
a
board.
miss.
A
Slow it
full
down.
defensive possession from him. Great
Whoop.
effort.
Fires the 3.
Too much space.
Knocks down
Too
the
much
long
space.
J. He's got 30.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content
I don't
to
know.
let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Let's see if we can get another one, chat. We're in the third quarter of this game, too, but
A minute 50 left in the
we got
third
this.
quarter. Brown.
Thank you. Good defense, Iverson.
Here we go. One on
The
one.
lob. The jam.
Bio slams it in.
Oh, it's almost scary watching Adebayo throw it down. Incredible natural power.
To halt the run, West.
Oh, man. Oh, I
Rebound
think
by
he missed that.
Robertson.
Okay.
The other team
Slow it
just
down.
looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Okay.
Body
Go
language
for
does
that
not
isolation.
look good
Because
right
I think
now.
Big O got
They're
this.
deflated and unable to stop this run.
Hey.
Home. Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Watch that spin
Outside
move.
Johnson.
Oh, he got
And
me
he
with
drains
that.
it. A solid
Okay.
5 for 6 now.
Soft interior D,
Slow it down.
and they've exploited it.
Here's Iverson.
Hold up.
5 points in the game.
We're playing good defense.
Launches a 3.
Until now. Never
No good
mind.
on the shot. Here's West.
Help, help! Oh my gosh, you let him.
West has got his second basket.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
Here's Davis. And it's Ewing with a rebound.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. It's Adebayo.
Wow.
Oh, Adebayo's an aggressive player who plays with passion. Have to as an undersized center in this league.
Chicago foul.
Oh
And
my
Sacramento
goodness.
making a change here.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Into the lineup for the Kings, Ben Wallace. Bob Pettit.
12
No.
seconds left in
Keep
the
Iverson,
third
keep
quarter
Iverson.
here.
We're gonna bring Irvin in once it gets to the fourth quarter, but not the start of the fourth quarter though. That's all.
Misses with a tough leaning jump shot. Kyrie Irving has been on display for Chicago. He's been an offensive force. Now with over 30 points after the quarter. We'll be back in a moment.
Yep,
And
a
it's
second
time to bring up
actually.
the State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback
Hello.
in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. Taking a look at the Kings, they've got Johnson, and it's Jones in at the small forward position. Here's Johnson.
No,
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the
come on,
line to
cuz
shoot
you gotta
two.
chill out, bruh. Just put your hands up. You got the height. Put your hands up,
for Chicago.
big dog. Put your hands
They're
up.
attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside.
Hello,
Oh my goodness!
What a dunk.
give it to him, Iverson. Give it to him.
Rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm
Good
saying?
defense, Big O. But we gotta stay in front of Wes.
Here's West.
Good defense.
Iverson with a
Good
rebound.
board.
Iverson's
No,
got
no,
his
no, no,
fourth
no.
rebound in this one.
Spin move. I got that. Snatch.
Takes the
Come on,
three.
bring it. Ah, couldn't get the green.
Rebound by Sacramento.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Jones. Here's Pettit.
I low-key did, but once I saw that slightly early, I'm like,
Back
nope.
to Wallace.
That's
6
all.
to shoot. Fires the three.
Hecky no. Good defense.
Williams grabs the board.
Slow it down, Iverson.
They
Slow
have
down.
really
Just
been
bring
in
the ball
control
up.
of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
The three.
Grenade.
Shot's good by
I saw
Iverson.
Big O,
The defense
but I
was
wanted
just
Iverson
nowhere
to
be
score that
found,
one.
and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is,
Nope, no
he
steal.
doesn't
All
need
right.
much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Hecky no.
The shot by Johnson.
You are
no
not
good.
like that, sir.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Chicago. A great
Board,
fourth
board,
quarter.
board,
Just
board.
giving up 2 points.
What are you doing?
Here's Iverson. There's the three.
In his face? Nope.
Rebound by Sacramento. Wallace has got 4 rebounds now. To the wing on the left.
What are we doing, bro?
Nice spin off the left rim and
Stop
in.
leaving him open.
Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Here's Iverson.
Hello.
Jams it home with authority.
All right.
He's
Looks like
just
Iverson
too
is a
quick
little
to the
tired,
cup.
so we're gonna bring
No one
in
near him to get postered.
Uncle Drew. Thank you. You better not try it. Hello. You better not try it. You better not try it.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Here's West.
Ah, I couldn't get the block. That's me.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Robertson, covered by Johnson.
No. That was horrible. That was me. That was me. That was me. Hey.
No question. Lowered it
That was
down.
weak.
You're such
I need
a
something
smart
better than
player.
that.
Jalen Williams making people around him
That was
better.
weak. Low key, that was weak. Ah, I got the
Takes it
screen.
inside.
No.
Doesn't go
Good
for
board.
it. Good work defensively by Cousins. West is gone just 4 for 11 from the field. 3-pointer.
Nope, it's not green.
Cousins gets
But
the
it
bucket.
went in.
Showing
I
off
will
that
take it.
ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at
What?
the arc these days.
West. Williams grabs the board. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run.
Ah, he got me.
Down low.
I was trying to do too
And
much.
the foul on DeMarcus Cousins.
That's me.
That's his third foul of the game.
Second team foul.
No. Bam, about.
Now here's Johnson, tightly guarded. Into the lane.
You're not like that, sir. Stop.
Chicago with the ball. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points.
No.
Back to Irving. This one for 3.
That's off. I got bored.
No.
No.
It back. The kick
I was
out to
about
Williams.
to say.
Pass to Robertson.
Swing that.
Irving for
Grenade.
3.
Pow.
In the 3. Irving's got 33.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on a three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
Here's Robertson. He's guarded by Irving. To the paint. Headed. Passes to Johnson. Shot clock at 2. Shot is up.
Good defense.
Chicago with a rebound.
Take
And
our
it didn't
time.
register as an official
We could
block,
probably just dribble
but he
this
did
out.
everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, I might as well get one more.
Sometimes the most pivotal plays
And
don't
one.
always go on the stage.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Robertson.
You don't need to. Game is over, man.
Too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation.
That's me.
At the line for the Kings.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And so Chicago takes the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort.
All right,
Once they
level
had that
8.
big lead, they were not
We just
going
try to get to
let
level
the
10.
visitors
That's
back
all we
into
need to
the
do.
game.
We need to get to level 10, and then I'll probably handle the rest behind the scenes. That's all we got to do is just hit level 10. That's all we got to do. We got to play like 6 more games. So. Okay, I will take it. I appreciate it. All right, level 7. So far we are at level 8. We got to play 3 games to get to level 9. And then I got to play 3 more games to get to level 10. All right, so this is a total of 9 games if I want to get to 11. So this is what I would do. I'm going to try to go for 11 so we can have level 10 on top of there. So let's go ahead and try to do that. But before I do, let me equip this. The Hall of Fame pack, we'll check that out later. All right. Jordan ABC 123. Okay. All right. Yeah, about 3 o'clock, I'm gonna go ahead and just keep going. It's actually almost 2 o'clock, so we're gonna keep this going, chat. We're gonna keep this going, chat. All right, so Clyde, Russ, and Kareem, we gotta watch out for. Of course, Caron Butler and Antoine Jameson, but we gotta watch out for those 3 because those 3 are the ones that are OZ. So. We got a team of like pretty much 100 overalls over here. But I'm going to switch this lineup a little bit. Willis Reed, I'm going to go with Patrick Ewing. Zion is my dog, so we're going to keep him. We don't need too many centers, but this is a decent lineup. But I think instead of doing Big O for this one, I think I'm going to go with Anthony Edwards. Just to switch some things up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then I would do Luka Doncic, but I want the 100 overall Luka. I don't want the Dirk Matter Luka no more. All right, here we go. Bow.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Ali LaForce. And now the Los Angeles starters. We've got Butler, and it's Abdul-Jabbar.
See what my controller looking like. Okay, we're good.
In at the center position. And for Chicago, they've got J
Oh,
GOAT.
come to think of it, let me bring this camera a little bit closer. Because I feel like it's very far away. So let me just adjust this a little bit. Just a tiny bit. To where they can see me. All right, there we go. All right, chat. I think I heard this just ring. Nope. Not today. Close this up and put this out the way. Okay. And put this over here for now. Sticks are in the way. There we go. I would normally be doing my episode 5 for today, but I'm having a state vacation with my parents today, so probably next Sunday we'll probably get one for episode 5. But right now, let's go ahead and get into this. I normally would do this on the weekday, but all right, Kareem wins that tip off. I'm not surprised because Kareem's like 7'2", and I'm 6'11", so good defense, guys. Take our time with it. Let me bring out with Paul George. Let me let Paul George go crazy. I'm going to allow Paul George to go nuts. And one.
That's just strength from Paul George. I mean, fighting through the contact, doing a good job of it there.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Grenade. I gotta allow Paul George to go crazy.
It's a three-point game. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Out to the wing.
Irvin went crazy the last game. We might have to take turns. Oh, damn. He got that mid-range? No. All right, take our time with it. Run the floor a little bit.
Here's George.
Mid-range. Bang.
Zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, that's a smooth-looking jumper by Paul George. I mean,
that was a smooth little behind the back. I like that. I just don't like the step back. Let me score this with Kyrie real quick. Psych.
Pushing it up now. To the wing.
Okay, swing it right back to me. Pull up. Wet. Grenade.
George has got 8.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
George has got a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Irving against Westbrook. Pass to Drexler. Over George.
Good defense.
And it's Drexler.
Come on, let's go. It's a good rebound by George.
George with it. He brings it up for Chicago.
On their forehead. Hey. Not the animation I wanted, but I'll take it.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Time called here.
Since they call it time out of money, we're doing some fun. I had to get jumped in. All right. Let's continue. Nope.
And once again, off
We
the
are
mark
playing
by Los
immaculate
Angeles.
defense right now.
Chicago with the ball. It's been
Hold up, Irvin.
Irving for
You know you
three.
can't sleep on
Another
Irvin
three
now.
for Chicago.
And this first
You know
quarter
you
has
can't
been
sleep on Irvin. Come on
ridiculous.
now,
They
dog.
simply can't miss right now.
Westbrook against Irving.
Oh,
And the
they
shot is
got it
good
that
by
time.
Westbrook.
Boy, that was a critical bucket there because this game could have easily gotten out of hand early if they'd allowed the run to go on much longer.
Irving, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now George. Jacks up a
That's
three.
off.
Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5
Thank
minutes here in
you.
the first.
Wow.
Pass to Drexler. Oh, there's a killer
No
two-hand
steal.
slam.
Wow,
Boy,
bro.
how about the extension at the rim?
Give
So
me the ball.
explosive. Drexler powering through.
Why are we calling timeout? No, 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 no. Get the heck out of here.
Quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
So both teams changing it up here. Here's Iverson. There's the drive.
Get out my way.
No mistake. Slam dunk.
They've shown
Poster
so much
City.
energy right from
Move.
the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
That's off. Good defense. But we got to get up on Westbrook.
By Davis on the block. Right when
Give me the ball.
was at its apex,
Give me the
he
ball.
got it.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using. I mean, he'll be
Hello.
a piece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Yeah, you
And
gonna.
know what? For me,
They're gonna
these
keep
dunks
using
show
me too. So
exactly
shut up.
How great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes
Thank you.
you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches.
Okay, hold up. Bring it back. Bring it back. Stop it.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Fires for three.
Grenade. Wow.
Goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if
Nope,
they can
couldn't
keep
get
this
that.
going.
And
Get
you know,
back.
nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Put it back.
Iverson with a rebound. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Nope, that's me. That's sold.
And here's the fast break. Lets it go from 11.
No.
And it's Isaac with
You
the
gotta be
basket
kidding
on the
me right
assist
now.
by Westbrook.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings. Knows exactly where the gap is.
No.
and finds his teammate perfectly.
Now here's Irving. From the arc.
Grenade.
Drills it from deep. Irving's got 6 points.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy.
What?
It's a great strategy. Bury those
What?
threes early and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
No.
He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Cousins. Isaac against George. Oh,
You
great
gotta
D
be
that
kidding
time
me.
from Isaac.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Los Angeles shooting their first foul shot of the game.
Los Angeles. Mark Eaton. Lonzo Ball. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. 1 second left.
Clank.
Shot misses. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Chicago ahead. They lead by 13. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a
That's so
moment.
weak.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Chicago.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on
Grenade.
converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Okay, let's find out the news on Shea Gilgeous.
Oh, shoot. My bad about that.
Alexander. Allie, what's the update?
Guys, I was able to talk with Chicago's head athletic trainer about his status. He said the ankle is definitely swelling, but at this point, they're thinking it's only a sprain.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with
That's
injury
off.
that can be so hard to handle.
And you know, for him,
I
just
hate
watching
his. I don't
teammates
like his
unable to
release
contribute,
like
that's really
that
a helpless feeling.
because it stops like that. I don't like that.
Davis. Then there's Edwards. Then it's
Come
Jalen
on.
Williams. And it's Iverson in at the point guard position.
Dude.
And for Los Angeles, they've got Jonathan Isaac. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then there's Butler.
I don't think he's a point guard or a shooting guard. Iverson is a scoring guard. That's what he does. He can hurt you in a lot of different ways.
Now here's
What?
Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'm open right here.
You're not open. Shut up. You're covered.
Knocked loose. 6 on the shot clock.
Heck yeah.
Davis with the
Give me that
defensive
boy,
effort.
boy.
Chicago leading by 17.
Now let's run. No,
And
stop.
just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter.
You leaving me open is atrocious,
Williams'
bro.
shot is good.
Well,
You should know better.
shoot fast in the league, so it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Let's see. How George doing?
Los
How George
Angeles
doing?
decides to talk it over.
Need more time?
Los
Okay.
Angeles
We'll give him a little bit
making
more
a
time.
change And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings
To
it up for
heal up.
Los Angeles.
Thank you.
You know, Clark, 2024 saw Anthony Davis make his return to the All-Star game.
And really,
I thought he was going to catch that and boom it. I should have took that for myself.
That's not been an issue. The issue has been him being hurt and not being able
Why
to.
didn't we
But
switch?
he's a perennial all-star with
Yo,
his
why are you
play
injured?
and doing
What the
exactly what
heck?
he's done throughout his career at both ends, be a dominant center. Drexler really clever in how to take advantage of opportunities he gets to score inside.
Come on,
No
2K.
good. Los Angeles trails by 18. Pass to Drexler.
Oh, George is here.
Here's Eaton. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing.
No.
Misses the 3. And so here is Chicago. For 3,
Grenade.
George sinks it from distance. George has got 18.
Yeah, this guy certainly knows how to take over a game. I wonder who made George mad tonight. They're paying for it now.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Chicago. Westbrook, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
How is he 80? Yo.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second.
Clank.
It's rebounded by George. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. There's the triple.
Again, you leaving me open is
He's 8 for 10
atrocious.
from the field now.
He's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the
Nope.
arc.
And it's Drexler missing. Chicago with the ball. They lead by 24, their biggest margin.
That's off.
Rebounded by Butler.
I wanted that
That's the
mid-range.
shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Drexler. That one drops.
Y'all
3 for
suck
6
on
now.
defense,
Well,
bro.
Drexler's so smooth, makes it look effortless, but he does have to get tricky inside to beat that contact.
Adebayo passes to George.
You leaving George
Yes,
open
and it's
is
Adebayo
atrocious.
Picking up the assist. George has got 24 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I
That's
love
him.
the fact he doesn't play this
Never
far. He
mind.
just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's Adebayo. Pass to Irving. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by
You better be
Butler.
lucky it wasn't a green.
Westbrook left side.
No, sir.
Stolen by Irving. Here's the break. Oh, deflected. Here's Duncan.
What did I just say?
Takes a 3.
You better be lucky it wasn't a
grabs the
green,
board.
2K.
Here's Jamison.
Guard up.
Takes the tray.
Oh my
Jamison's got
gosh.
himself on the board with a 3 there.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Irving for 3.
In your face.
Gets the 3 to fall.
The fire that Irving plays with, admirable. I mean, you can feel it. When you make a 3 on him, it's payback time. He's
I'm
coming
playing
at
through the pain.
Here's
Playing through the
Drexler.
pain.
He has 6. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
What am I jumping for?
Oh, and
That's
makes it with
me.
the kiss.
That's me.
Drexler's got
That's me.
6
I
here in the
suck
quarter.
on defense.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pass to George. Launches it.
Why are we leaving George open? Like, I don't understand.
All him. He's getting to his spots and going to work.
Clank.
Paul
Stop
George,
taking those,
he's
bro.
feeling it
Stop
tonight.
taking
He's
those.
been the driving force for Chicago. Getting it done in range. He's hit 6 triples so far. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Hey, chat, I got a question for y'all. Is the rumors true about Paul George getting traded to the Lakers? Because there's been so many times I've heard that he's going to the Lakers, or they're kind of tired of him in Philly, and they want him to go to LA with LeBron. I know LeBron's not retiring, so that's a W. But so that's a W.
Much drama in the first half, but maybe
So,
things will tighten up here in the second.
and I heard Reeves was going to get traded, and I think they traded for Paul George. But y'all let me know, chat. Y'all let me know about that information. I know. Get my little 2 points in real quick with Kai.
Alexander is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's George, and it's Duncan in at the 4 spot. That's the group starting the second half.
DeMarcus, you got to stay in that paint, man.
Won the battle on the board so far.
All right, Paul George is still out here.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep
Swing that around, because they still disrespecting my boy George from deep.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
Like I keep telling y'all, I can shoot with Paul George. Oh, shoot. We got to get there quick enough, guys.
Drexler's got 10.
That's a good screen, though. I'll give him that.
Irving with it.
Give me a little bit more space.
11 points in the game.
Hey! Poster City, brother.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
To the right side.
Nope.
Here's Drexler.
It's good defense.
Chicago with a rebound. Duncan's got a rebound, number 5.
Take my time with it.
George outside. Crafty move.
Hello.
George with the jam.
George playing strong down low. Love to
Oh,
see
George
him
is a little
finish
tired.
with authority.
I might need to give him a little bit of time to just rest
Pass
up.
to Drexler.
Keep my hands up. Keep your hands up. There you go. There you go. Don't no backing down. Nope. Nope. Nope.
No
good
there.
defense,
Good
boys.
Work defensively by Alexander.
Whee!
Here's the 3.
I got a green nat. Hold on. 2 for $1. There we go. Green nat.
3-pointer. Alexander's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
I couldn't get the steal.
Westbrook against Irving.
What?
Pass to Drexler.
Nope. Don't leave him open. There you go.
Back to Westbrook.
He's a little hurt, but he's still playing it through.
Hard to shoot. Can they get it? And that's 2 points
fine.
on the layup. 7 points in the game.
You know, even inside Westbrook,
I might need to put George on the bench because he's a little
tremendous force for a guard.
That's off.
Irving, no good.
I might need to put George and have him rest because again, good defense.
Cold and takes possession. Alexander
Grenade.
on target from range. Alexander
I gotta
6 here in the quarter.
Their strategy has
George is on fire right now.
Second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter
Nope.
defense and took advantage of
No.
it.
Westbrook can't hit.
Slow this down.
Alexander looking it over from behind the
Too
arc.
open. Way too open. The MVP is here.
SGA is lethal.
We got a video of him coming up, y'all.
Having major problems offensively.
I pretty much done with the Iverson video. I just got to put the sound effects on there. That's gonna take a while, so.
Here's Westbrook.
Oh man, Westbrook is on fire right now.
Got 9.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is.
But guess who else is on fire?
So he's got to be strong enough and
That's me.
focused enough to play
That's me.
through it.
I sold
And
that.
He is and does.
Jamison passes
No,
to
I guess I'm not on
Here's
fire.
Abdul-Jabbar.
Good defense. Got the board. Let's give that to DeMarcus Cousins. Let's be a good
Cousins
sport.
with it. Now guarded by Butler. The 3, George.
That's off.
Rebounded
Why
by
do I
Butler.
keep mistiming that?
Butler's got 4
That's
rebounds
me,
in the
y'all.
game. Westbrook
I hold
drives.
myself on that play. I hold myself. Hands up.
Good
Get
work
that. There you go.
defensively by Cousins.
All right. I think I'm going to go for a poster.
And he drives in.
Hello.
Jam by George.
Not the poster I wanted, but I'll take it.
Speed displayed by George on his way to the bucket. Devastating.
And he might need to rest for the rest of the fourth quarter, though.
Right wing. Here's Drexler.
Good defense,
Los
SGA.
Angeles keeps possession. Jalen Williams. He's checked
All
in
right.
for Paul George.
Yeah, he's got to rest up, man. And the bigs got to rest up, too. I didn't even
Westbrook
know.
outside.
Good defense. Kyrie might have to rest up,
Uses
too.
the glass to finish the
Yeah.
layup.
Kyrie got to rest up.
Got 6 in
So
the
let's bring out
No
Iverson.
defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Here's Cousins. It's rebounded
My
by
bad.
Los
I wanted to pass that. I'm sorry. I thought he was going to pass it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hold that myself. That was me. That was me. That was me.
Speed and length on Isaac. I mean, that gives him a chance.
Can't leave Cousins open now. That's me, guys. That's on me. I sold that poster. I wasn't paying attention. That's on me, y'all. Next time, we're gonna make that. We're gonna make that next time. We're gonna make that. We're gonna make that next time.
Isaac with a screen on Irving.
No.
3-pointer.
No.
Not gonna go that
I got it.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Chicago ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we're just moments.
I thought that was a block for a second, but I guess not.
Candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
I gotta get me a haircut
And the
this
winner
week.
today coming from an
I
unlikely
know that's
position.
it.
It's
Pull
the big
up,
fella with the
wet.
slowest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy.
Nice. That's a free dunk. Hey. I don't need to do much. If you guys want to see me play some more My Career episodes, let me know in the comments below, man. And I got y'all. King Flo, we gonna get them rings with him. And I'm gonna record those championships. Game 7 or whatnot. If we get one.
From deep.
That's off. That's off.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Isaac.
Get that out of here.
With the rejection.
Get that out of here. Good defense. Okay, straight Gilgeous-Alexander is. Let's bring out Ant-Man.
Gilgeous-Alexander from out on the wing. He knocks it down.
Let's call a timeout. We got a SGA's a little tired. I want him to rest up, okay? I want him to rest up.
Going to have a chance to check him out.
Chicago making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. Here's Iverson.
Edwards, do your thing. Here we go.
Looking for an opening.
Hey, what?
The official saw contact while he was going up. And from what we've
Slightly
seen so far
late?
in his career,
I'm asleep.
wants to be that guy
I thought that was a green.
Yeah, I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see.
Oh, he got me.
But I like his
he sold it.
mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example.
Pull up.
Wet. Knocks it down.
Grenade.
Edwards has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, that's an extremely hard shot to defend if Edwards can master the pull-up. Watch
Oh,
out,
man.
be a real weapon for him.
A nice shot by Gilgeous.
We gotta stop giving them free mid-ranges.
Chicago with the ball. Williams from long
Grenade.
range. Another three for Chicago.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Hey, we got a D up on Shy.
Out to the right wing.
Got a D up on Shy.
Guarded by Edwards.
No.
Shot is good.
Man.
Off the back rim and in.
What a move, showing off the handles there.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That was me. That was me, chat. That was me, chat. I should have known better.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Fires from the line.
Good defense.
Drexler missing. Chicago with the ball. And here's Edwards outside.
Nice.
Drains the triple.
Nice. Good,
You know,
green
Edwards is
A.
still tweaking his three-point shot. It sure looked good there.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over 2.5 minutes.
Good defense.
Here in the fourth. And they'll keep possession. A nice shot by Jamison.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Up top, Edwards.
Mid-range? No. Oh,
around the rim
okay.
that time before dropping. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for Chicago.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten 3
I'm
of
going all the way
his 8
with
shots to go. Offensive board.
Good boy.
Outside for Davis. Clock at 6. Puts up a 3.
Come on, Davis.
It's
Ah,
rebounded by
man.
Los Angeles. Isaac's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Let's
And
bring
the
out
foul on Anthony Davis.
Paul George at the 2.
That's his first foul of the game.
Get him at the 2. And I'm going to move. Okay, we got Iverson. Still got Iverson here. I think Iverson might need to take a little bit of a
Westbrook
break.
outside. Pass to Drexler.
Good defense.
Here's the break. Here's Edwards.
When they fall here.
Edwards slams it in.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Lakers, Russell Westbrook.
And that one falls for Westbrook.
Boy, the passion Westbrook plays with is infectious. He plays hard every second he's out on the court.
Chicago making a switch here. George is checked in. Here's Adebayo.
Hello.
Wow. Goodness. Come on now.
Yeah, his eyes open.
He's back.
Adebayo knew he had a chance to do something special.
Oh, shoot.
Westbrook with the miss.
He saw.
Chicago with the ball.
Slow down, slow down, slow down.
George outside.
Nope.
Down low. The 3 is up.
How many times I got to keep telling y'all to stop leaving my boy George open?
George has got 37.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is
Wrong
there.
guy, wrong guy, wrong guy, wrong guy.
Westbrook, the pass to Drexler. Tipped. Shot clock at 6. And it goes out of bounds.
Dang it.
Last touch by Williams.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And it's blocked by Edwards.
Yeah, good anticipation helps Edwards see the shot forming. Then his speed gets him there for the block. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. The first free throw is good.
Russell Westbrook.
And so Westbrook nails both of them.
End this off.
George outside.
Shot. He hits it,
And so
but it's not on
Chicago takes the
time.
win. Boy, they were something
37
special to
points, I'll
watch
take it.
tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play.
So we are halfway, almost halfway. We're about 1/4 to getting that. So let's keep up this process. And he's injured, so let's edit. Still injured. Yeah, not so fast. You gonna stay healthy today, brother. Otherwise, I'm gonna switch with you and Iverson. You better stay healthy, brother. In 15, we're gonna open in a minute. Let's keep this going. We're on a streak here.
From everyone here at 2K, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. So let's take a look at New Jersey's starting lineup. They've got Ja Morant, also Thompson out there, and it's Chamberlain in at center. And for Chicago, they've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, also Kyrie Irving out there. Paul George out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Duncan in at the four-man spot. Now here's Thompson. Here's
Dang
Irving.
it.
And Irving powers it home.
Klay Thompson understanding how to read the floor and make the right choice. Yes, he can score it, but good vision there.
Irving with a deep three.
That's off.
And a miss there on the triple. And so Thompson will bring it up to the nets.
Heck, you know.
A rebound by Duncan. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Paul George is very
Let's keep it going, guys.
to contain on a dribble drive. He's got length, handle, and size. Good luck.
Nope.
Outside Irving. Williamson outside. The three.
Why are we leaving him open?
Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Pass to Duncan. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Connects from downtown.
Coach likes that look. And Gilgeous-Alexander from the corner.
And Doris, no doubt about it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from three levels. This guy is a legit force.
Now here's Cousins.
Hey!
Cousins throws it down.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Irving against Morant. Thompson outside. Shot to stop the run. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Klay Thompson, you can't let him get cooking from three, boy. This guy's too accurate as a shooter.
Grenade.
Oh, got that one up quick.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And here's the fast break.
Lay him.
That passing ability complements Irving's scoring so well.
And so here's New Jersey. 7-point differential. Irving up top. Thompson outside. The three ball.
No, sir.
It's rebounded by George. And so here is Chicago. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far.
You're not faster than me.
By Irving.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Timeout called, New Jersey. Chicago making a switch here. Davis is checked in. Millsap, he's checked in for New Jersey. Pass to Morant. Here's Chamberlain. Outside Irving. And here's Thompson for three. Nails it from three. Thompson's got 6.
Well, the ability to rise and fire off the catch has defined Klay Thompson.
Outside Davis. Irving for 3. Chamberlain pulls it in. New Jersey trails by 6.
What?
And a foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul of the game. Edwards, he's checked in for Chicago.
Substitution on the court.
There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter.
Give me that ball, boy.
Fast break, here we go.
Hello.
Edwards slams
Get out
it in.
of my paint, big fella.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets a steal, quickly turns it into a transition bucket.
Thompson outside.
Stay on him.
To the inside.
Oh, come on, cousin. Stay in the paint.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
Woo.
Now here's George. Here he goes.
Hello.
Oh, and the dunk by George.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Thompson against Edwards. Millsap outside. Five on the clock. To the paint.
Cousins, come on, man.
Nice feed on the run.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Davis drives in.
Hey!
Davis slams it home.
And look at the power behind Davis's drive, getting him through the defender and to his shot.
Thompson outside. Millsap outside. Thompson a screen on Davis. Pass to Chamberlain.
No.
Chamberlain, no good.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot.
Grenade.
And most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this
Oh
could be a
my goodness.
After just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Chicago ahead. They lead by 11.
Come on, that dog.
We welcome you back
Come on,
to
that
second
dog.
quarter action.
Come on, man.
Basketball left to play.
Come on, man.
One-sided so far. And taking a quick
Cousins, you gotta
gander
lock
here
in,
at
bro.
hustle stats for Chicago.
So far, they've had a lot of
That's off, that's off, that's off, that's off.
great plays, and they'll probably
me.
continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
Thank you.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of
Don't
their
you
defense.
try it. Don't you try it.
Quickly converting.
On the floor for the Nets. They've got Paul Millsap, and it's Dawkins in at the center position. Here's Nelson.
Oh, dang.
Knocks down the 18-footer.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Davis.
Hello.
Oh, wow. And that's unbelievable. Davis sky high doing his thing.
Here's Nelson.
Nope.
Rebound, Anthony Davis. Chicago leading by 13. George outside. Over Irving.
Nope.
Pass to Edwards. George outside. Fires
Grenade.
from deep. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
You've allowed Paul George to lock in and get his rhythm. Now you better start to stop him.
Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, B.A., when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
And New Jersey making a change here. Williamson's checked in. Here's Nelson. Outside Irving. Using his moves to get the 2 points.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Move.
Damn, by George.
Oh, yes, sir. PJ making it look easy.
New Jersey trails by 16. Tipped
Thank
away.
you.
Here's Iverson. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Houston, guarded by Edwards. Pulls up, high post, and it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
When the defense gives you room, take it. Don't pass up the shot.
Oh, dang. They got that. My fault. My fault. My fault. Dang, that's me, bro. That's me. That's me.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
George for 3.
That's off.
Rebounded by New Jersey.
Archer, man.
Williamson outside.
Nope.
Back to Irving. Shoots over Davis.
No, he does not.
Rebounded by Cousins. Chicago leading by 14. Edwards looking for an opening.
Grenade.
Fires in the triple. Edwards got 7 points in the game.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Here's Williamson.
Come on now, dog.
Anthony Davis and slams it down.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Irving. And Irving powers it home.
Well, put it on the deck, get into a gap, and get a bucket. That is Kyrie Irving at his best.
Drive by Morant, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Graham.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Here's Duncan.
Nope.
Hits the
I thought he was going to miss.
Duncan's gotten his second bucket.
Because it wasn't a green.
Totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Thank you.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention.
He can't alley-hoop.
Lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And Williamson throws it down.
And I like when Morant is this active on defense because he's capable of coming away with steals.
Oh, a rim wrecker by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, that SGA dunk was right out of the highlight reel. Woo!
Morant, the pass to Camby. Thompson outside. The team New Jersey shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw is good from Thompson. Both free throws good from Thompson.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke.
That was not the pass I wanted.
Williams finds Irving. There's 31 seconds left to play in the second quarter. New Jersey trails by 16. Here's Morant. In the paint, Morant puts it in.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Of course not.
Chamberlain pulls it in. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. New Jersey shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And good on the second, so he makes them both. George outside. And the jam by George.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And so it's Chicago, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We'll be right back.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Paul George has been sensational.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
They've got DeMarcus Cousins, Kyrie Irving out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Williams, and it's Duncan, and it's power forward. That's the group starting the second half from Mike D'Antoni.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Morant looking for an opening. Williamson outside. Pass to Irving. And here's Thompson, down to 5 on the shot clock. 4-3. The rebound by Duncan. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for Chicago. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Timeout. New Jersey.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And stolen by Williams. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Irving, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Irving. Shoots over Morant. They grab their own miss. Here's Duncan.
A big finish right there. He destroyed the rim. Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Williamson outside. Just blocked. Cousins for three.
That was horrible.
Rebounded by New Jersey.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be a second foul of the game. Paul George, he's checked in for Williams. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's Chamberlain. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. New Jersey shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Chicago making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Chicago leading by 19. Here's Duncan. 10 points for him. Shakes him. And Williamson with the block.
Agile and strong. If Zion can get a piece of your shot, it's as good as gone.
Irving against Morant. And Irving powers it home.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive. No question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Come on.
They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Irving for three. He buries it from three. Irving's got 12 points in the game.
Boy, the range of Kyrie and the quickness and efficiency with which he gets it off. Look out.
Durant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. The free throw drops for Morant. Millsap, he's checked in for Zion Williamson. Hits both from the stripe.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
To the middle. Here's Irving. Denied by Adebayo. Iverson passes to Adebayo. Williamson outside. And he banks in the layup.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Pass to Iverson. George with it. Launches a three. That's a miss. And he's 7 for 11 from the floor. Here's Irving. Iverson with a rebound. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Williamson, no good.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one misses. And he sinks the second. Chicago leading by 23. Here's Williamson. Oh, Williamson throws it down.
And Williamson explodes towards the rim when he sees a lane. And trust me, he is fearless.
Morant finds Millsap. Now here's Irving. looking to end this cold spell. And the finish by Irving.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
Come on, back them up, man.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And here's Morant outside. Pure from three-point range. Morant's got 9. Pass to Iverson. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Floats one up. Denied by Adebayo. Up in time. And it's in. Oh, nails the buzzer beater. Are you kidding?
What a huge...
And so it's Chicago with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened.
Oh, look out below!
And I'll tell you what, if you're going to mix it up with Davis, you better be on your game. He's so powerful inside.
Pass to Thompson. Three-pointer. Chicago with a rebound. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Thompson. Shot is good by Edwards.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Iverson, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, just continuing to unlock his game. If Edwards adds the playmaking component, watch out.
Adebayo from long range. That shot missing. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his third foul of the game. Turner, he's checked in for Chicago. And New Jersey making a change here. Another steal. In transition, here they come. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Chicago.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
And Irving gets it to go.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Duncan. And it's Irving with a rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. And so here's New Jersey. Here's Chamberlain. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Outside Morant. He got a piece of it. Here's Iverson, hounded by Morant. Iverson can't hit. And Irving has got the ball here for the Nets. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Morant. The rebound by Duncan. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run with the drive.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Left side, Moran. Outside, Irving. Oh, Williams with the block.
And Williams getting his timing just right on the block. Defending with purpose. The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
And he caps his dunk off with a little extra flair, switching hands on that dunk.
And like he was in the air for an eternity. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
Locked in and ready to go. They put the ball in Zion's hands, and he fires.
Puts up a three. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Moran. Defense right on him. And that one's long.
Now there's your rim protection. That's how you defend the post.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down.
Driving inside. Thompson pulls it in.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Chicago foul. Tim Duncan. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And he makes a first.
At the line for the Nets, Julius Irving. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Irving. Chicago with the ball. Here's Iverson. Oh, misses the dunk.
Chicago foul. Allen Iverson. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
No good on the free throw.
Wilt Chamberlain. 2 shots.
Good on the second one.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Yeah, the complete package is AD. Had the defense's attention and found the open man.
And here's Williamson. Pass to Thompson. And here's Morant. 6 to shoot. Here's the 3. And New Jersey misses again. Here's Iverson going inside. Oh, big finish.
Oh, did you see that?
And he dunks it down.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. And so Chicago takes the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their massive. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. John Wall is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then it's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Garnett in at the 4. And for Chicago, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's George. And it's Duncan in at the power forward position. Irving finds Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from outside. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal.
No.
Here's Duncan. Drives to the hoop. And he goes in for the dunk.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game. Outside Butler. On the wing, Durant. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Irving. Here we go. Here's George. And a jam by George.
Nice job by George to get out, run and complete the break.
Who's got John?
And stolen by Irving.
Who's watching here?
Fires for three. Sends it home from three-point land. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for Chicago?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Another area where they've excelled has been pushing it on the break. They're really getting after it.
Now here's Cousins. Wall, the pass to Cousins.
Durant.
Butler against Gilgeous-Alexander. Cousins with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot by Butler, no good.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Irving looking around.
Grenade.
Another three for Chicago.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And knocked away. Here's George. And George with the jam.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Here's Garnett. On the wing, Durant. George defending. Durant, the pass to Wall. Clock at 6. Here's the teardrop. Garnett no good.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Wall. It's stolen by Irving. The finish! And the finish by Irving!
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real level. Everything is working for them right now.
Davis, he's checked in for Chicago. And Minnesota making a change here. Outside Durant. They need this. Back to Wall. Pass to Durant. Fires from deep. Chicago with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
For three, George. It's hauled in by Garnett. Minnesota trails by 17. Cousins, the pass to Wall. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Cousins. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Chicago with the ball. Here's George. And George with the jam.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
And Minnesota calls time here. Both teams deciding to change it up. Walker for three. And the three-pointer goes.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
The amazing thing about AD, you don't have to create for him. He's a big man who can create for himself.
On the take.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Irving. Finished by Irving.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Wall on the attack. And Davis with the block.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side. In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Oh, gets the bucket.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
17 seconds left in the first quarter. And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Third team foul. Into the lineup for Chicago.
Outside Durant. Puts the move on. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Hey, if you give him room, he's gonna score the ball.
Here's Iverson driving inside. Kyrie Irving has been on display for Chicago. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be right back. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
That's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Well, their defense was incredible, wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
Anthony Davis is out there with Jalen Williams. Then there's Anthony Edwards, and it's Ewing in at the foul. And for the Timberwolves, we've got Walker, also Thompson out there, and it's Ellis in at the point. Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the game. Free throw is good from Durant. So both teams making some changes here. Minnesota trails by 15. And for Chicago, they've got Jalen Williams, and it's Iverson in at point guard. Here's Ellis. Got a hand on it. And here comes the break. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Talk about a guy who runs the floor. Edwards gets down there on the fast break so quickly.
Puts one up from 19. Chicago with a rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Duncan. Gets the three ball to go.
Timeout, timeout.
Duncan's got 8 points.
You're such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
And Minnesota calls time here. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Outside Butler. There's the drive. It's tipped. Hook loose. Outside Williams. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Williams has got his first points of the game.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
And they're running. And it's Butler with the jam.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
And so Durant will bring it up for Minnesota. It's good. He's got 5.
Just an aggressive inside play from Durant, pushing past the contact to get a shot.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Chicago leading by 20. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul of the game.
Great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Wall, he's checked in for Ellis. Here's Sloan. George defending. Charity stripe shot. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
He's not going to take it easy when he gets to the bucket. George will hammer it home.
Pass to Garnett.
Hey, yo, right here.
Here's Wall. The rebound by Duncan. Here's George. And the jam by George.
You gotta like the momentum on George's drive, cutting into the defense and clearing himself a path.
Here's Sloan. Back to Wall. Gilgeous-Alexander against Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Butler on the wing. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the three. Offensive rebound. Adebayo. Now George. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And at the offensive end, George persistent and consistent.
Outside Durant. From the top of the key. Minnesota again missing. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. A nice shot by Duncan. Duncan's got 6 here in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Wall finds Durant. Pass to Wall. Clock at 6.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. And George with the jam.
Well, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
And a big finish by Wall.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty. They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, and that is key for them. Continuing to build out this lead.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Durant. Paul George pulls it in. Durant's gone just 2 of 7 from the floor here. Irving. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
A magician with the ball. Irving can get to anywhere he wants and finish with either hand.
The 3 is up. Cousins. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Chicago ahead, just dominating this one. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
On the court for Minnesota, they've got John Wall. He's out there with Butler. Marcus Cousins is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Garnett in at the power forward position. Irving, no good. And Minnesota with possession here. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Wall against Irving. Beyond the arc. And Wall, good for 3. Wall's got 11.
A workmanlike approach from John Wall. Tries to make every possession count.
Irving for 3. Wall with the defensive effort.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
And the foul on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul of the game. Pass to Garnett. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
It's his first trip to the line. Good on both. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
And Irving gets it to go.
A huge part of Kyrie's game. He's so good at capitalizing from outside.
Here's Garnett. Oh, he slams it in one-handed.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Crosses over. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
Playing with passion. Butler is never scared of a challenge. A wing who battles inside.
Chicago making a switch here. Turner's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Oh, and Turner with a block. Cousins. Garnett, that's good. Garnett's got 6 here in the quarter.
And this offensive surge is just what they need.
Oh!
Wow. Oh, great concentration from Irving. He's focused on the rim, not the contact. Love it.
And Minnesota calls time here. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He just continues to deal damage inside. They've got to figure a way to slow him down.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. To the left wing. Cousins finds Butler. Now here's Wall. He's guarded by Irving. And it's Miles Turner with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Adebayo's checked in for Cousins.
Into the lineup for Chicago. Number 13, Bam Adebayo.
Wall against Irving. Clock at 4. Down low. Here's Cousins. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Chicago ball.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Irving for 3. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, slowing down Irving is a team effort. And to this point, they're failing to slow his roll.
Oh, it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams from long range. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Williams has got 5 now.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer. Oh, my gosh.
And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Irving. And Williams punches it home.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
It's stolen by Wall. To stop the run. And a big finish by Wall.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
Adebayo passes to Turner. Adebayo drives in. Gilgeous-Alexander against Butler. Just 5 to shoot. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And the defense recognizing that Turner can make this shot, which is why he gets fouled.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And so Turner nails them both. 1:03 left in the third. Pass to Sloan. On the wing, Durant. Williams defending. And down it goes. 2 points. He's got 7.
And KD getting to his spot there. He thrives in the mid-range.
And finished off by Davis.
He throws it down with 2 hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. Durant's shot is off. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
Here's Iverson. And it's Miles Turner with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Chicago. Ellis is checked in for Minnesota. Durant against Williams. And it's Kevin Durant with the 3. Durant's got 10 points.
On the catch and shoot, Durant is so effective. You have to run him off his shot. Big time 2-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. Here's Durant, tipped away. Edwards for three. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
And so it's Chicago, just dominating the opposition as they maintain a 36-point advantage. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guards. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Bam Adebayo is out there with Davis. Then there's George. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Iverson in at the one.
Kevin Garnett, 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Here's Iverson. Here's Adebayo. Ellis with a rebound.
Chicago foul. Allen Iverson. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Butler. Right wing. Here's Sloan.
Yeah, just an outstanding defender. George's timing and feel for how to guard guys is a valuable commodity. He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Walker. And Davis with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis. Martin, he's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Garnett. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Here's George. And that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
It's stolen by Irving.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter. Knocks it loose. On the break. And he's going for the oop here. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Great setup by Irving. Just a tremendous playmaker.
Here's Ellis. Rebounded by Cousins. Cousins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Irving. Pass to Duncan. Launches it. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
And Minnesota with some changes. Cousins, he's checked in for Walker. Durant comes in for Martin. And it's Wall in for Ellis.
Hey, help out on Wall.
Outside Butler. Looking to win the run. Nice jump shot.
What's the saying? 80% of success is just showing up. And guess what? Butler shows up every night.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Chicago.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
They've also been showing a standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Irving for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Garnett's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Here's Irving. And Irving powers it home.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Wall, the pass to Garnett. Here's Butler. Chicago with a rebound. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in the game. Three-pointer. Another miss by Irving.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the line. An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Garnett passes to Durant. A deep three. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds in the game. Butler against Irving. Over to the wing. Over Butler. Back to Irving. The 3 is up. Yes. And it's Adebayo picking up the assist.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Pass to Iverson. Now here's Irving. Fires the 3. That one doesn't drop. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Durant against Williams. Back to Durant. Over Williams. Oh, Williams with the block.
And Williams getting his timing just right on the block. Defending with purpose.
Here's Garnett. Shot clock at 5. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Irving with it. Can't get it to fall. And so Chicago takes the win, showing that they're the far superior.
3 more games, guys. 3 more games. So then we're going to call it a day.
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Here's the starting group for Houston. We've got Harden. Anthony is out there with Bosch. And it's Duncan. And it's Frazier in at the 1. And for Chicago, Paul George is out there with Duncan. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Irving. And it's Cousins in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Frazier. Anthony with the screen on Irving. Anthony right side. Over George. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Frazier.
Quick thinking from Anthony. He's so good at going right up with that shot.
Irving passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. George, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Houston with it. Pass to Frazier. Back to Harden. Shoots over Gilgeous.
Nope.
Harden, no good.
So much talk about the work ethic of Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong defensive play that time.
Oh, now that hurts the defense there. Stylish move by SGA.
About 1 minute into the first. Outside Anthony. Fires the 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Irving against Frazier. And that one's good. Irving.
A defender has Irving closely covered, but he's just so determined to get through the contact and to the bucket.
Harden surveying the D. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
Pay attention, bro.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And Anthony gets it to go.
Melo not afraid to pull the trigger from deep, that time from 3.
Irving for 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Launches a 3. Drains the 3-pointer. Irving's got 8.
This is why you always have to be up in the space of Kyrie Irving. He can pull up in the blink of an eye. So lethal.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Chicago making a switch here. Davis is checked in. And a change for the Rockets. Morris is checked in. Anthony. That's good. And so Duncan with the assist. 7 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Anthony kicks to Bosh. A shot by Harden, wide open, off target with his 3. Chicago leading by 5. Here's Davis. Tim Duncan grabs the miss.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Bosh passes to Harden. And the layup's good off the glass.
Even if he's not a big man, Harden can score inside with the best of
Come
them.
on now,
The first
dog.
time out of the game called for Chicago. Williams is checked in for George. Andre Kirilenko's checked in for Houston. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Houston.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Well, Melo's got it going right now, and he's a threat from way beyond the arc, too. Defense has got to respect that more.
Irving from long range. And again, Chicago. No good. Kirilenko with it. Picked up by Davis. The 3 from Harden. Intense shot. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Irving for 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Now, when Kyrie's going like this, he completely takes the game over. What a player.
Come get it, come get it.
Outside Anthony.
And 1.
The shot misses. Good D by Williams. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Chicago. It's a 3-point game. Here's Irving. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
And what's remarkable is how complete Harden's game is. Making shots or making passes, he can create points in a number of ways.
So for the Rockets, Towns comes in for Tim Duncan. And it's Chris Bosh in for Carmelo Anthony. Now here's Irving. 13 points in the game. 24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Towns. Irving against Harden. From deep. Cousins pulls it in. Davis, the pass to Cousins. Irving for 3. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Irving's got 16.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
What a performance for And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Mike D'Antoni right now. Anthony Davis is out there with George. Then it's Iverson. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here is Morris. Rush up on top. 6 to shoot. Morris against Edwards. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. It's his first trip to the line. He's off on the first. Duncan, he's checked in for Chicago. Good on the second free throw. Chicago leading by 6. George looking over the floor. Paul George with the finish.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
That's tipped and stolen by Iverson. And Adebayo throws it down.
And Bam with great hands there to leap up and time that one.
Now a timeout called by Houston. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Adebayo sends it back.
And Bam aptly describes Adebayo's defensive impact. He packs a punch in there.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Bosch, a screen on Edwards. Knocks it loose. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Chicago making a switch here. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in. And a change for the Rockets. James Harden. He's checked in for Morris. To the inside. Here's Harden. Over Gilgeous Alexander. That one wide left. Chicago leading by 10. You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on project big men, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project. And certainly Miami was able to do that. You have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
Exceptional timing on that rejection. Love seeing Towns this aggressive on defense. It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just going to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And how about Adebayo just getting up and getting athletic?
Outside Bosch. Duncan with the clock. Lob pass to Duncan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Outside Bosch. Pass to Harden. Now Frazier. Bosch, a screen on Iverson. Just 5 on the clock. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Frazier.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Chicago making some changes. Jalen Williams is checked in for Paul George. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Allen Iverson. The Rockets also changing it up. Ilgauskas is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Lewis comes in for Chris Bosh. And Anthony subbed in for Andre Kirilenko. Here is Frazier. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Anthony with the screen on Irving from the arc. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Anthony.
Right now, Melo is just feeling it, scoring at will and dominating the offense.
It's good from long range.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Now, here is Harden. A step-back shot here. Rebound by Williams. Irving with it. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Kyrie exceptional at taking the hit and then somehow creating a release angle towards the rim.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Duncan, he's checked in for Ilgauskas. And Bosch is subbed in for Lewis. Now here's Frazier. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Chicago on defense. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. The shot by Anthony, no good. Gilgeous-Alexander against. Oh!
Exploding to the rim. No getting in Shea's way, especially when he's got a full head of steam.
Tipped away. Here's Irving. And then Irving slams it in.
Oh, and he capped that one off with a little something extra, switching hands on the dunk.
He knows how to get some hang time there. Great play. Now a timeout called by Houston. Edwards, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Houston trails by 19. Houston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Third team foul.
Free throw good, Frazier.
And Frazier's playing philosophy was established back in high school. Aggressive defense and hitting an open man is more productive than taking the wild shot.
Chicago making a switch here. George is checked in. George has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And Frazier drops them both.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And George, here we go. Duncan kicks to Williams. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. George, no good. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Free throw good, James Harden. Poke loose. It's stolen by Adebayo. And oh!
No way.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And so it's Chicago in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Harden out there with Frazier. Then there's Chris Bosh. Then it's Anthony, and it's Duncan, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Anthony right side. And the rejection by Cousins.
I like it. Cousins making impact on the defensive end. Nice to have a rim presence and blocks that shot away.
Banked in off the glass. Cousins has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Harden gets the bucket.
And that's Harden. He can beat you equally off the dribble or off the catch.
George up top, guarded by Harden. And George with the stuff.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Houston trails by 20. Here's Frazier. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Launches it. And Paul George, good for the 3. George has got 7.
And George, a volume three-point shooter. He possesses outstanding confidence and leans into that perimeter game.
Harden with a screen on Edwards. George against Harden. Good. Great play set up by Frazier. Frazier's got 3 assists in the game. Chicago calls timeout. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Chicago. Irving comes in for Edwards. Chicago leading by 21. Irving up top. Frazier covering. Back to Irving. The 3. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Deflected by George.
Known as a tough defender, George so good at reading shooters and getting to those shot attempts.
From downtown, the rebound by Harden. Harden's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Frazier. Fires for 3.
Nope.
Harden gets
You
it
gotta
to go
be
in.
kidding me.
Assist by Frazier. Harden's got 8 points in the quarter.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Irving's shot is good.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Williams is checked in for Chicago. And a switch here also for Houston. Morris is checked in. Irving against Harden. And then Irving slams it in.
And how about the athleticism of Kyrie playing above the rim?
Harden way outside. The 3-pointer off the mark. Chicago leading by 23. Pass to Cousins. In the corner, Irving with it. That 3 off the mark. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. With the floater. They get it again. No good with the layup. And Chicago has possession. They lead by the biggest points of the game with 23 points.
I wanted to pass.
For his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
Taken away by Williams. Irving looking for an opening. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. From deep, Harden. Out to Anthony. Lets the 3 fly. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Anthony's got 16 points.
That's one of the best 3-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Chicago.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Towns comes in for Tim Duncan, and it's Frazier in for James Harden.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Bosch against Irving. And a slam dunk by Irving.
Gives the team such a great element, having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Anthony. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. And he lays it straight in. 18 points for him.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Irving with the steal. And then Irving slams it in.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Chicago. He's approaching. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Cousins on the bench, here's the 5 for Mike D'Antoni right now. Duncan out there with Adebayo. Then it's Williams. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Edwards in at the 2. Here is Frazier, and it's Lewis at the elbow. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Williams.
And this is the type of pressure Lewis puts on defenses, skilled at drawing contact on the shot.
Some changes for Chicago. Zion Williamson comes in for Tim Duncan. And Paul George is subbed in for Williams. Chicago leading by 21. Here's Edwards driving in.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. George finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Houston. Got a piece of it. Paul George with the steal. Trying to find Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it to him.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Now a timeout called by Houston. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And Harden launches it from deep. Good. Great play set up by Frazier. Harden's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Williamson kicks to Edwards. Back to Williamson. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
The defense is doing its job out there. They're trying to stay aggressive, but Zion just too much.
Kirilenko against Williamson. Towns a screen on George. Paul George with the steal. Adebayo with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Back to George. Jacks up a 3. Hits the 3-point.
All right, hold on, Chad. Give me 1 second. Hello? All right. All right. All right, chat. So we are just actually, you know what? I think we're just about done for this part of the stream. We didn't get to level 10, but we're going to hit level 10 the next time. By the time it gets to like day 3, we'll probably be at like level 20 or 15. So I will see you guys in the next stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys next time.